Okay, so here's my thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I got the chance to see it this past Friday at the IMAX event, but let's talk about what is going on in this movie now that James Gunn has concluded his Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, which I think is definitely one of the best trilogies, not just in the Marvel universe, not just superhero, but in movies in general. I think he was able to give us a very complete trilogy, and I'm excited to talk more about it. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We are currently running a giveaway. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell to know when those videos drop, and also comment below you want to enter the giveaway. If you follow us on social media, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, that gets you an extra entry, so just be sure to let me know there, and I'll announce what the prize is this week. But let's talk about this movie, which I was very hopeful going into it that this was going to be what I needed to conclude the story of these characters. And will I say it disappointed? No, it did not disappoint. This movie was 100% everything and more that I wanted from it. So all I'm going to say is basically it is Rocket centric. It is about the High Evolutionary as the villain here, which I will say is one of the baddest villains I've seen on screen. Like, you just hate this guy right from the beginning, and there is like no redemption to him. And I really like when a villain is just like that. I don't need the villain to have redemption. I just need somebody who is bad, and you just hate them. So this is exactly what I'll say about the movie. You do have Adam Warlock in there, as we've seen already in the trailers. You do have the Guardians, of course, back, and you have a very, very heartwarming, gets to you, like it's gonna make you cry. It made me cry a couple of times throughout, and that's one of the things that I was going into thinking. I was like, I'm gonna cry in this. I just know from the trailers and everything, the story, from what I've heard and everybody talk about, I'm gonna cry, and I did. Story wise, I think that the story is very tight. I know a lot of people say that it is very all over the place, but I think the theme and everything throughout is very consistent, and it is just a story about, I feel like, friendships, family, and just finding your own path as well, and at the same time coming to terms with your past, which is a very important part about this movie that it really touches upon. And I think the Guardians has always been about that, feeling like an outcast, like you don't belong anywhere, and sort of coming to find the people that you do sort of like have a thing with, a family, friends, whatever, but at the same time you can't really fully appreciate them because you're still holding on to this past. You're still being sort of like changed. I think that that was an important thing that this movie really addressed and covered by the end of it, which I enjoyed to see. So overall, I think that everybody here does a great job in when it comes to acting. I think Dave Bautista, of course, Chris Pratt, everybody involved here, Karen Gillan, everybody is just on their A game. The whole Guardians is just good, honestly. Special effects and everything here, I really like the imagery that James Gunn throws in here. These very painting-esque like stills from the movie as well that come in to really give it a much more rich look to the movie as well, and really have this like elevated experience. And I like how it doesn't really try to connect into the MCU like at all. It just wants to be its own thing. Of course, there's little things here sprinkled throughout about what's happened in the past, but it's not really trying to connect to anything or set up anything either, which is great. And something I've always admired from James doing his Guardians of the Galaxy movies is that it is its own thing, and each movie as well can be viewed as its own thing, and you don't really need to watch the one or the other to really like comprehend what's going on, which is always great to see. When it comes to the action scenes, I think these are some of the best scenes in all of the Guardians and all of Marvel for sure. Like the sequences of battle and everything, paired up, of course, with James Gunn's playlist that he always throws into every Guardians movie, is just spot on great. And some of them I would love to see again on the big screen. Got the chance to see this in IMAX, and IMAX is definitely the way to go just to get the scope and everything here, because you see so much happening all at once and so fast, and it's just so many vibrant colors, so many amazing shots as well, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful layering of everything, and it's just great, honestly. So I am just like gushing over this movie, but I am telling you, I love this movie. It is like one of my favorite movies of the year, top 5 for sure, and top 5 in the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, in my opinion. Definitely better than Guardians 1, definitely better than Guardians 2 for sure, and that's saying a lot because I really hold those two movies to a high regard when it comes to Marvel movies, and to me they're almost nearly perfect in this one as well. So I definitely do like believe this is the best Guardians movie for sure, which is always crazy because in the trilogy you always expect movies to kind of fall down in quality. There could be a thing where you have the first one's really good and the second one's like way better than the first one, but then the third one kind of like fizzles out. Here I think this is their strongest one to date because you just see the growth throughout these characters and they're able to continue that growth throughout, and it just continues to be such an amazing series as well. So it is kind of a bummer to see that Gunn is saying this is his last time with the Guardians. Now I will talk more spoilers, the story and all of that in the video tomorrow, so come back for that and I'll tell you more about how that kind of is like set up perfectly with him and his perfect ending to me, honestly. So I'll talk more about that tomorrow when I talk spoilers. But overall, like I said, this is a great story. I think the characters are amazing here, the actors are on top of their A game as well, and I think that the music and everything that accompanies here is amazing. The villain was great as well because it is a villain you despise, and when you see these battles and everything take place, you're really rooting behind the heroes, which is something that I really want stories to do, evoke that emotion in you, not have you like, yeah, I kind of understand the villain. No, I want you to have that strong emotion going into this, that you're like, I want that guy to be defeated right now. And I really love when movies make that emotion come out of people for sure. And let me tell you, it did. The crowd everywhere I was when the battles came on, they were rooting for the Guardians 100%. And I really love when a movie evokes emotion out of somebody because that's what we all want at the end of the day, right? So overall, like I said, it is great. I will say it is a little bit long, but in my opinion, it doesn't get like to a feeling where, oh my god, when is this going to end? I don't have myself looking at the watch too much. I will say there are some characters I want to see a little bit more that we didn't get to see much of, but I feel like that's just setting up a little bit more towards maybe what comes next. I won't give into spoilers what that character is that I want to see more of just because they were kind of like teased throughout, but I would have wanted to see more of this particular character. But that's my only gripe with the movie. Overall, I really enjoyed it, and we give it 4.5 stars out of 5. I think it's a nearly perfect movie, one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie of the year. I still have to go through some of my list to figure that out right now. I'm here to say go watch this in theaters. It is definitely the movie to watch right now if you are planning to see anything this weekend. Change all your plans, watch Guardians 3, it is amazing. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on it down below. If you liked it, if you didn't, I'm still interested to know what you think. I will be talking more spoilers this week as well, talking about the ending, the post-credits, what that sets up for the future of the MCU. So those videos will come out tomorrow, so stay tuned for those. But as always, that's going to do it for me. We're on the road to 30,000 subscribers. We are less than 3,000 to go from that. We do have a giveaway going on right now. All you have to do is be subscribed, hit the notification bell to know more about the giveaway, and make sure you comment below you want to enter the giveaway. You get more entries if you also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and that will get you extra entries. Just let me know on there you want to enter the giveaway as well. And as always, that's going to do it for me. Like I said, 30,000 subscribers, let's get to it. And Guardians is a must watch. So as always, stay safe, stay pop.